sway bar. See, like that right there. The middle coming off. Or about even. A little bit better than that other setup. And like I say, that's spring sway bar. Has a lot to do with that. Able to get back on the gas right there a little bit better. Let off the gas way later, or way early right there, just to see. I couldn't calm the car down a little bit. Let's see if I can hold that turn. I was able to. Wow. So I can't stay in front of my ghost here. We are still. Better this time. Wow. Okay. Good deal. Alright. I sure did. We bettered it. Nice run, nice run. Took 6 laps, but hey, that's okay. Normally that's my norm. I've actually done a lot more. We only did it by what, about a 10th or so. Yeah. Actually less than a 10th. Still better. A 10th can move us up maybe 50 slots or so, 40. Maybe put us near 300. We'll see. See what happens here. Oh yeah, wow, put us in the top 2s, or top 3s anyways. 288, so it did move us up quite a bit, just from that. Show what the leaderboard here is. So we got on top as far as friends goes, but still would like to improve a little bit, improve a little more than Rock King there on that one. He ran an awesome time though, 124.1. Alright, welcome back. Just ran Alps Club. You just saw on the video. Bettered my time. I'll show you what it is on the leaderboard here as opposed to some of my friends. I do have Rock King, Money Man, Race Boy, all the awesome top guys there. But 288 on the board. Ran a 123.983 with a Subaru Wrx 05. Let me go and show you the parts and the tune on that. Same parts and tune on this. Also, I have run Prog Short, and you can see I'm 201 there. Again, those two guys are awesome on that track. This one right here, though, I'm getting kind of crushed on, but I am a 143. Pretty high, but Race Boy and Rock King's got me on it. Trying to crack that 2.0 mark, so we'll see if we keep trying. But here's the parts and tunes on the Subaru. I wanted to do a good video on it. Let's go to parts and tunes here. First off, this is probably going to be very similar to Rock King's and a lot of other tunes out there. Tweaked a little bit to my liking, but we do use the rally motor. State all-wheel drive. I'll go over here. No engine stuff, which is the only thing you can do with this right here. So with the rally motor. But I do have race brakes, race springs, dampers, race anti-roll bars, and rear anti-roll bars race. So all 4 of those are all the way full. Come in here, we do have roll cage, and then full weight reduction. Do not run, stock clutch. Run it. Stock transmission. Stock flywheel. But we do run a race differential. And tires, definitely have to run the race compounds. You see, you go down one. That gives us that awesome handling of this car, which is a 5.7. Tire width, I leave it as stock on the front, and wise it'll go in the rear. As for wheels, yeah, I did use the same ones that Rock King uses. I have used other ones. This one right here, they'll work. Maybe 1 pound heavier. Not really a major difference, but that's something that's personal preference. You can play with. Look at that. Tire width. This is something here that I've experimented with, and even though if you take both of these down back to stock, you'd have to take them both to stock, and it makes it B600. It says it gives you better. Now I've run the car both ways. I find that the car does do a little better with the bigger tires and wheels combination. Feels more stable, so something that you can play with there. That's kind of personal preference. You have to see how the car feels for you. Same for the rear, and then again, dropping them both down puts it at B600. But yeah, it's personal preference there. Really it is. Definitely have the Forza front and the Forza rear. So that's pretty much all the parts for this car. Like I say, they're probably pretty common for this car throughout B class. Most tunes are going to have those set parts on it. It's the tune here that is probably the difference of anything. So let's go into the tune. 26.5. I've experimented with that. Really haven't, seen drastic differences between the two. I just tried 26.5 to see if it works. So, like I say, stock transmission, you can't change anything there. Alignment 3030, 00, and 60. I like a car that turns very sharply, and this right here is where you get that at. The 3030, you could bring this down to 2.5 and really not affect a lot. It still would turn. And it might be something I'm going to play with, because this tune right here on that track, as you can see in the video, I was having trouble pushing coming off the turns. It pushed a little bit. Sway bars, anti-sway bars there. A little different. I'm here at 942, 1091. There is a formula that you do to figure out between your anti-roll bars and springs. I did not do that, and that's why my numbers are probably a little off. So my springs are probably a tad bit off from what my roll bars are, and that's probably causing my pushing issue a little bit, as you can see in the video where I ran my Ghost. But springs 553 and 584. This setup more set up for prog, the bumps that are in the track. So ride height 6060 all the way down, because this is a very tall car. Dampening 11.7. Now I've kind of took this from Rock King and Race Boy, both. I normally don't run that high, but hey, if it works for them, I'll do it. So, and then bump stiffness is 1919. Aero. I'm running a bit more aero in the rear. Again, this car, you could leave it stock and it's a good car. I mean, it handles great and whatnot. You saw I was able to. I ran no assist in that video, so great setup. 75142 on that. My brakes are a little different. Now, the reason they're a little different is because I run a wheel with a load cell brake. I don't run the controller. So, this is going to be a personal preference area here. I do know that Raceboy and Rock King, who both run controllers, and are very great racers at doing that, both run 200 brake force pressure. Okay? And they're able to. On mine, I run a 115 on what I do, and 51 on the front side. That works for me because of the load cell that I have. Again, this is an area where you're going to have to play with. Check it out. See what works for you. That setting right there works for me. As you can tell in the video, I'm perfectly fine. Again, I run, Fanatic CRS Elite pedals. They do have a load cell in them, so that's why I'm a little different. Differentials. This is kind of off from what I normally would run on a muscle car rear-wheel drive, but 40 in the front and 0 decel, rear acceleration 40, decel 30, and then 80% balance. Kind of took, again, I took that from Rock King. That's pretty much his setup tune there. Just to see. A lot of times on rear-wheel drive cars, though, I'll have this one here down to like 25, 30, and have this one pushed to 30 or 40. That's just on rear-wheel drives. All-wheel drives I really haven't done a lot to mess with, but those are the parts and tunes. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check me out on my page. Hit a like, hit a comment if you want to see other things. I'm definitely going to have some other stuff on my page and whatnot for people to see. Forza 6 coming up. I'm definitely going to do a lot of parts and tunes for it. So I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Hit a like for me.